Alabama's rivers are a source of enjoyment for many. However, if you stop and look closely, they hold real treasures that have been forgotten in time. After a century of erosion, this history was just waiting to be found. Well, we are in a brand new creek, guys. This is one that's dead in the middle of the city, so you're gonna hear all kinds of stuff. And I can't believe I've never checked this spot, but I feel like we're in a good place already. Look at the brick right there. See a ton of fish in the water down there, a couple of big bass and brim. So, got my fingers crossed, guys. We're about to find some good bottles, maybe. First find, pair of glasses. These look like they have the 1980s written all over them.
Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills.
However, it's hard to say because stuff's come back into style. I see some interesting stuff though on the other side of this bridge, so let's head on down there and see what we can see. This is actually a very interesting rock formation right here. It almost doesn't look natural, but I guess it is. You can see all the bricks in the water here and here that are like foundation columns. This isn't a good sign for bottles that are below it, because what would happen is they would all crack, obviously, on the way down the rocks. So we're gonna have to get well above these rocks up there and see if anything could survive this treacherous creek. Not sure if you guys can tell, but quite literally, both banks are nothing but bricks, including this side over here. Take a look, it's just bricks. It's like they demolished the old buildings and just pushed them down in here. It kind of gives me hope, but at the same time, it kind of makes me worry, again, whether anything could survive with the amount of bricks and rocks that are in here. I'm dedicated now, though. Gotta keep going. Shotgun shell in the middle of the city. Wonder what that's here for, guys. So the very first bridge that we come to has not been used in quite some time. And it looks like we may be getting out of the rocks, hopefully into where there could be some whole stuff. Just look this out with my rake. You can see what was buried and what wasn't. It looked pretty whole from the top. Hate that it's gone. Still got the wire piece in there. I did see a couple of broken ones back there. So if nothing else, we may have a chance at some insulators today. You know what you got to be careful of? That's lightning in the water. You don't want to get struck. Only kidding. But there's Lightning McQueen.
You know, because thunder always comes after lightning. Kapow!
Doesn't belong in here. Let's get him out. Look at the old rock wall right here. This is old. But look up above us. The interstate bridge. Wow, guys. I wonder if the furnace is sat right here. I have to look back at the maps and see. A lot of times they wouldn't have had rock walls up like that unless there was something on the other side of it. So I'm starting to get more and more excited about what may be ahead. I was wondering if this had been rerouted like in the 1960s or 70s. And truthfully, I should have looked up the aerial maps, and I didn't before I came. I just kind of winging it today. But seeing that wall right there makes me think it's been there for at least a century. You can barely make it out, but that is an Excelsior brick. And then I saw another piece to one right here that's a different one. It says T-O-N-E, so probably stone. There's a piece to a cream jar, so it's starting to pick up. Where's the old glass, guys? Well, I thought I had my camera on, and I didn't. But right here, there is a grapey coast. So I've been sitting here talking the whole time. Reached down, picked it up. I laid it back in place where it was, where you guys can see what it looks like. There was a giant leech on it that I raked off. But check that out, guys. That is one of the nice grapey coves right here. And what's cool is if you look down here, it says R.R. Rochelle, Birmingham, Alabama. Rochelle was the name of the guy that was bottling these. And this is actually one of the tougher grapey coves to find. And this one has no damage, guys. Very excited about that. Last creek video I did, I had somebody complaining in the comments saying, oh, I walk the same creeks he does and I never find anything and everything's planted and faked. I got news for you guys. You cannot fake a creek patina. Not to mention the snails and everything else that are on these bottles when they come out of the water. I mean, look at that right there. You can tell where the staining was and where it was buried and where it wasn't. There again, the only reason I'm saying this is for that one person that was complaining, who clearly is clueless when it comes to bottles and water. So if there's one here, man, there could be something else. Let's keep going, see if we can find something cool. First bike of the day. I'm too far back in here to carry this one out though, guys, so it's gonna have to stay behind. If it washes back closer to where I parked, eventually I'll get it out. I wish that one would have been whole. That one says Empire, so that would have been an Empire brick, and I don't have one of those. That's crazy. If I find a whole one, I'm gonna carry it out, even though I'm walking like a mile back in here now. This is a rare sight right here. That is a very, very large, what appears to be a soft-shelled turtle, and they are incredibly fast. There we go. Camera's focusing for me, but he is a good size, guys. Way bigger than a dinner plate. That's one thing about these city creeks is they're often loaded with turtles. And that guy right there is not one you see every day. All right, let's take a look. There's a bottle right here, and I see a shoulder to one right there. Oh, they're both broken. But let's see what they were. That was a Chericola from Columbus, Georgia, which is the most common Chericola there is because that's where it originated. So obviously they made a ton there. And where did that other one go? There it is. Another Chericola. This one's from Leeds, so that one's actually a rarer one. And that one just has snails on it, no leeches. So I'm gonna set both these right here on this limb, and I'm gonna grab them on my way back out because I don't want my backpack to be too terribly heavy while I'm walking, because I still got a long ways to go. So we're definitely on some old bottles. These are from around 1915. You can tell by the script that's on there. So we know that we're right around 110 years old, guys. All right, I see a couple more things. I see a bottom to a hobble skirt right there. I see a bottom to, I don't know what kind of bottle right there. So let's get this one first. Just some kind of pepper sauce. And let's see where this Coca-Cola's from right here. Because on the hobble skirts it says on the bottom. Looks like this would have been a Birmingham. And it is. And it's got the date code on it, so it's 1941. So that's actually not that old of a hobble skirt. So this is a little newer section. Let's keep going so we can find something old again. All right, I got two more. See a broken one here, and I can't tell if this one's broke right here. We're gonna look together. Oh, it is broken. But that is a Christmas Coke right there. You can see it says December 25th, 1923. That was made up into the 30s. And I can tell that's a broken new grape. Neither one belong in here. Neither one are much good for anything though. We're just getting them out of here to leave it better than what we found it. When some strange guy sees you getting out of the creek and then says, hey, I got a bunch of old bottles, of course you follow them home. What could go wrong, right? I'll let y'all know if I find anything good here in a second. Well, I followed Mr. Coven home. He had some 1940s and 50s ACL bottles. Said he had a bunch more, but he couldn't find them in his garage. So you never know with a lead like that whether somebody's got some really good bottles or not. So I went and took a look. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the other end of the creek and get in there. So I see a broken bottle and I see a heel to a bottle. Let's get the one out that all I see is the heel, and it's just that. Only a heel. Looks like it was a Chero, maybe. Yep, that one was. Both were Cheros. One was the clear variant and one was the aqua. Look how big that wrench is right there. That is at least a 1-inch wrench. That thing is monstrous. Just eyeballed this one on the bottom. All that was sticking out was the neck up there. Another new grape. And that one's got the embossed grape. It's got a crack all the way down to right at the top of the new, but I might be able to make that into a really cool whiskey glass. And that one is from Birmingham. So we'll have to see what I can do. If I can doctor it, that'll be a cool one for somebody and a piece of history saved. Weird little jar that just came out. It's got a different shape. The only embossing is down here on the bottom where it says Funston. I have no idea what that is, guys. Pretty modern, I think, probably like 1940s or 50s. But if you guys have a clue, let us know in the comments. So I'm raking around the root line and I just raked the bottle over here on top of my foot. I built it. Heck yeah, that's a good one. Chericola, Leeds, Alabama. I'm sinking in this mud right now as we speak. We will take that, guys. Oh, it's got a little bitty lip chip. Not bad though. We'll absolutely take that one. First intact cream jar of the day. And this one's in Jergens. It's a little bit newer. So this is the spot that I was raking in earlier. I walked away and left it and let the cloud go away, and now I can see a bottle right here. Can't tell if it's whole or not. Oh, pretty close. Dadgum. Another new grape. Let's see where that one's from. Atlanta, Georgia. That one will be a fantastic whiskey glass. So that's 2 that I raked out right here. Y'all ready to get your workout on? Oh, let's see how heavy this is. Oh, it's just the plastic part. Okay, good, I can carry that out. I was gonna say, if it was still full of sand, I might have had a hard time carrying that one all the way back to the truck. Look right there, y'all can't tell how deep it is. You can see the neck. Oh, there it went under the cloud. I'm gonna have to wait the cloud out because that one looked whole, guys. This is one of the things we don't show you guys pretty often, is that we're sitting here literally waiting on the silt to clear. The faster the water, the faster the silt moves away. This is actually a slower moving creek, so I'm having to sit here and literally just waste time until I can see the bottle again. There it is, right there. And you want to know what's crazy is that's about 3 foot deep, guys, and I can literally see that it's a Cherry-Cola. I can see that. Let's see. Look at there, right there. Cherry-Cola. Let's take a look at it together. There it is. Well, you want to talk about strong embossing? That is a Leeds Cherry-Cola with a chip lip. Second pair of glasses of the day. And these are Geico, and they have the gecko on them. All right, we have swapped creeks. So this is our 3rd creek of the day, and this is a brand new one that I've never been in. And this one has a whole different type of diversity whenever it comes to the life and even the rocks that are in here. Take a look at that. That is a piece of an old cast iron stove. So that makes me think there could be some old glass in here. First piece of semi-old glass in this creek is going to be a bottom to a milk and magnesia, but this is not going to be the really old ones that we dig their cork tops. This would have been a screw top. So 1940s or 50s. I've actually been shocked. There's not hardly been any glass and only very few bricks. But I started way outside of town and I'm walking my way back towards town, so I'm imagining that the glass should pick up the closer to town that I get. Shovel head, anybody? It's like it's seen better days. Well, y'all probably can't see him, but there's a groundhog right center of the screen. Right next to that triangular. There he goes. Oop, there he went. Oh, there's another one. There he went. Never know what you'll see while you're on the creek. Okay, guys, we are back at the shop, and I'm looking at all of my whiskey glass candidates that I've got coming up. These are all snap neck bottles that we have found or dug, or people who gave to us. Most of them have been found by us, though. They're gonna require a little bit of work, like this celery cola right here that's gonna have to be tumbled and cut, or the new grape that was found in today's video. Sadly, the second one, whenever I went to wash it off, cracked all the way in half, so I was only able to save one of those. But I am pretty excited about that because we haven't ever made one of these into a whiskey glass that I can remember, so that's gonna be a really cool one. As you can see, we got plenty of inventory. It's just a matter of getting time to get these things done and up on the eBay store. They sell faster than we can make them. I think people really enjoy them because they've seen them found on the channel. They know that they're a century-old piece of history, like this super cool 1908, 1909 Pepsi Cola. We hate that the top's gone. However, that's a cool bottle, guys, and that thing's gonna look fantastic in somebody's collection, or even used again as a whiskey glass. With that being said, I just wanted to show you guys, we've got a lot in the works. Just bear with us as we get this inventory back into the store. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure that you're subscribed, and we'll see you guys in the next adventure.